Hello guys, hello sir, hello Soumya, hello Teja. Good evening. I hope
Yes.
all of you are safe. Uh, Today we'll be having a discussion on art and media with Soumya Choudhury. So thank you sir for coming today for this evening, for being with us today. So before starting the session, I would give a small intro to about Soumya sir. So he's been a teacher for past 10 years and he's been awarded as a Dada Bhai Saheb Phalke Award for the Best Animation Film Award for Click with students in 2017. He even created many animated short films which won national awards and were nominated in film festivals through the world. He's also visualizer, a senior art director, media at Byju's. So he has a lot of skills also like painting, visual development, concept art, texturing, rigging, and animation, all this stuff in 3D. So, like before I would give some introduction. So can you please give any, can you give a walkthrough of your personal life for us?
Definitely. First of all, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm really happy to be here and see lots of people here. So, all students, staffs, everyone, good evening. So, basically, what I do, how I came here, the from my childhood, I was very much interested in art, and I used to create art. And previously, I didn't know about how to create art and everything, but I used to create. So slowly, I got some professional training on that. By education, I was in totally in different science side. So first I learned about 3D in 2005 6 on that time. I learned about 3D and long time I worked in 3D especially. I do modeling, even character props. I do texturing, I do sculpting, I do rigging, animation. But I'm having a core visuals key how the dynamic should be. So long time I worked with 3D and basically my core interest was visual development ki how the output should look. The first day of my students when I started modeling only, though I didn't know anything, but I had a vision that I want to create something like that, and that's the way I started my R&D based on that. I didn't know when I started with my study. I didn't know about anything like how I'll get that output. That is called rendering. That is called lighting, pass, whatever it is. I didn't know anything. So, but I wanted to create something which looks very much interesting. I wanted to tell a story, and basically, I wanted to know everything to create that output what I can learn. Okay, so I still remember when I started with my first animation. The animation was half. It one work cycle. It was not half, and I was so much interested to create a movie based on that work cycle only. Then I started creating. Even that work was not completed. I made one small story. The animation was horrible, but I made something. So when I had a vision that I want to create this kind of outputs, and so based on that, I started study. I purchased lots of books. On that time in YouTube also nothing was available that much. I'm talking about 2005, 6, 7 on that time. So I started experimenting lots of works, and I slowly started getting the outputs. Okay, so I was very much enjoying. So after that, I attended some workshop seminars of very great artists, and that changed my total thinking. Okay, how it can, but the way I was thinking, I got new path after talking to so many people, after attending so many workshops, so many seminars. Okay, so basically, what I believe now, still now, if I attend some workshop or if I contact some workshop, seminar, anything, this kind of workshop provide you some kind of path. Suppose example, there are suppose 50 students here, suppose, and I'm going to say lots of things about the journey. So from there, now one or two points might be very much important for someone's life, and based on that path, if you start studying or anything, what will happen? You might explore new things. Okay, that's the thing happened when actually I had those workshops, and that was by PJ Ganguly from NID. Storytelling ability, how it can be. I started attending lots of film festivals, and I love films. I love films, animation film, real films. I'm not a fan of very much sci-fi movies, but I love storytelling films. I love cute films, short films, everything. Then I started writing scripts. I started creating illustrations. But the most beautiful thing, what I find it out, lighting. Okay, lighting mean not lighting mean suppose to the students or anyone, if you're telling about that lighting, they might be saying my lighting and this thing. Lighting is not lighting actually. It is something like, it's a feeling. Whatever you see, how the morning light, how the evening light, how the internet lights, everything. Then I started exploring about lights. So whenever I felt something interesting, I started exploring, and slowly I started painting. I was using Photoshop, then I was using Procreate. I was trying to create that very quick visualization. Even how the practice was, suppose I was coming through from office, Um, I was stuck in a traffic. Suppose 10 minutes I'm stuck in traffic. I'm just creating that mood through on my iPad. Okay, so it was so. But every time, whenever I'm getting opportunity, I was trying to capture that moment, and it was so interesting. Some instinct already created in me that I started visualizing the thing. Then slowly, I got 3D. Obviously, it was the most important, powerful feather of my life. But to creating and visualize something, the visual development really helped me. So that's a huge process. Whatever term I'm talking about, visual development or 3D, in everything, is a very vast process. Okay, so with that,
Yes, yes,
am I
of course.
audible, right?
So,
Yeah. So with that visual development, I started slowly. I get into Byju's, and I saw there are lots of things can be there, because most of the time in Byju's, most of the people are engineers. Then I started implementing whatever I learned throughout my life, and basically it's a very odd combination with me, because it helped me also, because long time I was a faculty also. So from the pre-production, production, post-production, through everything together, no, it has become a different package. Trust me, guys. Whatever you are going through, whatever you are learning, it's not going to be a waste. Somehow in your life, it will definitely going to help you guys. So after that, I started with matte paintings, concept art, and I started using 3D. Okay, and slowly team started building. We tried to provide the visualization to the people, and then personally also I worked. I learned a lot when I took risk to create lots of movies and the projects for international projects. There also I learned a lot, and it was a great journey overall together. Right now,
yeah, yeah.
lots of thing. It's really enjoyable.
So, and you also
Is it?
mentioned
Yep.
that
Yep.
like the storyboarding, like you used to do storyboarding and also storytelling actually. So,
Yes.
how was your experience? Like, how did you approach? Like, how did you know that you are good at storytelling or you want to get into storytelling? Because most of the people that do write stories, a lot of them they do write the stories, but they find it difficult to tell their story to others. So, how was
Yes.
your experience when you were trying to say your first story to someone?
Yes. Look, storytelling normally, that is the different thing, and storytelling technical way, that is totally a different thing. So in my from my childhood, I used to love telling story, because I heard lots of stories from my grandparents, my parents, my brothers. Because I still remember whenever there was no power in my small town, in a roof we were all sitting. My brothers are telling some imaginative story, and we are so listening so nice way ki, okay, my god. And whenever he used to tell some story, even my friends are telling some story, thank god ki I got some good friend circle. They used to love story. They used to tell some game story. They used to love tell some uh, story about films. And I was, if I didn't see that, no, I was imagining ki, visually very nicely ki, okay, okay, somebody is telling some balloon is floating near about some Tibet, okay, near the monastery, and I was just imagining by closing my eyes. So slowly, it was so interesting to me. Then I when I learned about the storytelling thing from Mr. PJ Ganguly, how a story can be told. So after that, I started exploring about the storytelling, how to write script, how technically I can break down to the script level on the documents. I started documenting those things, because storytelling first, that is one of the great things. Because some people, suppose if I tell a story that there was a village, some people was there, nothing like this, blah blah blah, nobody will get interest. Okay, the best part of storytelling is your body language. Okay, because whenever you're telling the story, Okay, listen. Okay, that is very good. Even audio wise, your voice, how you pitch up your voice and down everything, no, that is very much important. So you have to create that. If you listen to the audio stories, okay, there are some audio stories people read the books, and there are audio stories which is much more dramatic. So in that case, storytelling, the mood, it has to be created. So it's a huge subject to study on. So first I used to tell story like fun to my friends, and when I learned technically, I started documenting it. Okay, from there I can create something through the team. That's all.
Wow, sir. And also like you were mentioning that you have a favorite towards lighting in visual development.
Yes.
So people, when of you are the it may be photographers, it may be any animators or someone. One
Mm-hmm.
of the major thing anyone says that lighting is the most important thing in all these aspects. But they also
Mm-hmm.
find the lighting as a difficult part to learn also. So how did you find it? Did you find it difficult, or like how did you learn the concepts of lighting and how to arrange it and also? Like, how did you?
Yes, 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 yes. Nice question. Because guys, first of all, if you anything, if you're thinking you are going to learn this, which is very tough, you cannot learn.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
because
sir.
lighting,
Yes,
oh
sir.
my God, lighting, oh my God, rigging, it has to be in our blood actually. And how it will come to blood if you spend time too much with that particular subject. Okay, lighting is something. There are some bucket list in lighting. Okay, basically light is what? It's a source of light. Okay, that's from sun it is coming. If it's a daylight, if light comes in a straight line, it creates shadow. How the bounce light come, fill light come, rim light come. Slowly there is some technicality. First, forget. Look, there are two things. Okay, one is creative part, one is technical part. Okay, if you while creating the creative part, if you think too much about technical part, no, it will affect your creativity. So, if you are a very much beginner in the case of lighting, just try to replicate from the nature whatever you see. There will be lots of problems, doesn't matter. Okay, try to replicate from the nature. Suppose you are watching one sunlight coming through some tree, and there are lots of shadows with the leaf, lighting shadow on the road. Suppose you are going through your car, you are watching in front, the whole road is full of light and shadow with the leaves. Try to replicate that. Nobody is telling you to create masterpieces, okay? Because if you feeling each and every piece of yours from starting day it will be masterpiece, it will not. There are, suppose there are 5 masterpieces are there, might be 5,000 drawing you are not showing anyone, okay? So those things you have to keep practicing. You have to try to adapt the lighting. You have to feel lighting having one sense of warmness, coolness. Okay, every mood having, every place having their different kind of lighting. You have to feel that, and the nature is the best. Nature is the best teacher. Wherever you are watching that, no, it should not be like you are trying to learn something by forcing. You have to just feel it. Oh my God, light. Okay, this is the twilight. Okay, this time what happened? There is no sun, but very kind of bluish kind of environment is there, or it's going to be storm. The yellowish kind of environment is there. You have to increase your library. Okay, whatever you see, you're going through train, you're going through bus, you're going through flight, uh, any moment of the life, it's not without any action like animation or lighting. So just try to register each and every lighting, try to register each and every moment of your light. Just try to suppose you are suppose there is a story, it's written one monster or is going to eat that kid. Okay, suppose I told you to create the lighting mode of that. First, try to imagine ki when did you last time got scared when you were childhood. You'll remember that might be there was no power, some lantern light was coming, and you saw one shadow, you got scared, right? Try to resemble that from your memory and try to create that light. So here, main thing is whatever you're going to visualize, you have to take it from your life, from your past, or some of the movies, some masterpieces you have watched. Try to take it out and try to implement that. When creatively you are trying to do, it will be little mess. Just give some 10-15 minutes to creative inputs how the light can be there. After that, to make it better, start putting your technicality on that. Then you'll get very nicely. And don't get scared. It is wonderful. It is a fun. After
Okay.
doing
Yes, sir.
1,000, 2,000, it will be very fun.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
and also, sir, like you are like you have been a teacher for almost like 14 years in this industry. So being a filmmaker and also being a teacher, like how do you are like what did you come into this, like the teaching part? Did you come into this like because you have an interest towards teaching, or like you just came into this field and then you got to explore the filmmaking part also? Because yeah, I've been in this industry for past 14 years, so that's what made me wonder actually.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I used to create films. Trust
Okay.
me, if I
Okay.
started creating, I don't have that much of, I didn't have that much of producing ability that I can hire lots of professionals, right?
Okay.
So, and I love teaching, and I used to take challenge because students, if they are coming in, they don't know anything, right? In starting technicality, they might be having so much good imagination, so much good profile, whatever it is. They might be creative, but to get a film, short film in animation done, they need very much good technicality. So I used to take challenge, and I used to create them from beginning, and like the way I want them to create. And after that, I used to use them as a resource. In that case, I used to fulfill my dream to create movies, and they used to learn a lot of things, and all together we made the great movies. When the Dada Saif came out in 2017, and first time we introduced the oil pastel color by through hand, not in Photoshop. With through hand we created colors. The Nodo, Pumpkin, these movies I created with students. That was a very much successful movies with the texture.
That
Yes, sir, that was sure, sure. Go ahead.
that sounds actually quite fun. I'm just gonna quickly jump in here. Hi, Soumya. Hey,
Hi Mohit.
hi, dude. That sounded quite interesting with the pastel thing. Can you tell us more about it? I was really
Yes,
curious.
exactly. My first movie we created that was called Nodo. It was 8 minutes 31 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and I have used the music of Elvis Presley. For that, we had taken permission from US, everything.
Okay, okay.
So in that movie, I wanted to create something new. There
Mm-hmm.
are two reasons because it was my early my career.
Uh-huh.
I created that movie in 2008 or 9, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that much technically. I was not much, that much strong. I didn't know Photoshop that much well. So I
Mm-hmm.
tried to find it out where I am strong at. I was very much strong at the oil pastel. Okay.
Okay.
So what we did, I created a new pipeline
Huh.
because the way I'll be comfortable. So we did UV, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we took A3 size printouts of the UV,
Mm-hmm.
and on that UV printout, Xerox, whatever it is, we made the colors, okay, directly.
Okay.
Yes, through all pastel. And after that, we scanned it. Sometimes we photographed it, and we
Mm-hmm.
took it. And there are some people in Photoshop they placed those things. Okay, so and the whole texture was done in oil pastel. I like this. I created 3 movies with oil pastel. Okay,
Huh.
and it was really fun. You can check it out. Nodo, Nodo
Nodo.
animation movie. Yeah, Nodo, Nodo. Another one is
Okay,
Pumpkin.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, another is Pumpkin. You can check it out. These are all with students, and it was very fun to create.
Sounds really fun. I mean, this is like I'm just seeing this. This kind of resembles the that traditional thing that Disney used to do with the layers and stuff. The actual layers where they were
Yeah, yeah,
creating.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Definitely, I've taken note of these things. By the way, sir, like
Yep.
as you're exploring these movies and stuff, what have you? Has there been any instances where you were like, okay, this is not something I thought of we could do, but we did it anyway? Were there instances like that? Like as you said, the pumpkin and the nodo, the whole texturing thing. This sounds so a bit impractical at this point, but it wasn't, and you did it anyway.
Yes, we did it because the thing is, main thing is your attitude, what you want to create. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
there is no rules. Okay, if you really want
Uh-huh.
to create an art piece, there is no rule.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want to go for some job, in that case, you should know something to get into the industry. Okay,
Oh,
so
uh-huh.
basically, when we created nothing, we wanted to learn technically with all the students to make them strong,
Mm-hmm.
and that was very important. And that was with artistic touch of traditional thing. That was the motto. After that, we created lots of movies with the Photoshop and everything, texturing, where we did the substance also. Okay, but on that movie, we feel let's create something in that way which can create a very good impact on your heart, and whatever I visualize, I got it. Okay,
Damn.
that is the motto. Yeah.
I mean, it's just you should have the right attitude towards it, and you just
Yes.
find the ways. I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
I'm a student, and being a student, this is the actual talk among everyone who's really a beginner. They be like, dude,
Yep.
what software should I be learning? These are the standards. When should I go for that? And as our mentors, like the mentors that we have right now, they really pushed into it to focus on the ideas. What is it that you actually want to do? The software really doesn't matter, and
Yeah.
these experiences really support it. Really glad
Yes.
that you're coming up with this.
Yeah.
Um,
Why I'm telling Mohit the attitude, I want to share a small incident for 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I was in my college,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so first and second year I didn't draw anything. In third year I was creating lots
Okay.
of things.
Mm-hmm.
So one day principal called me through some resources, and he told he want to create one huge India map, okay,
Okay.
and that is near about of 200 feet, okay, more than that, okay,
Mm-hmm.
in a height and width also as per that. So can you create it? Obviously I never created those things, right? But I told I have created, not I didn't tell I created, I told I can create it. I just committed there. I came back because I know there is always a way. Then I started thinking what to create. I went to library. I checked the India map for few hours, and I find it out in class 6th and 7th standard. I used to create boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we used to create the boxes, and from that we used to create the India maps, right? So like that way, I told I need 40 people. Then I got 40 students. With them, I created big boxes, and from there we created the India map. That means you have to take the challenge, and some solution will definitely come out to get it done. That should be the
Gotcha.
attitude throughout your life.
Yep, yep, yep. Definitely. I mean, I'm basically into design, and it's kind of the main thing. Be the problem solver.
Yes,
Whatever
design
the
meaning that
problem.
only. You have to whatever you are watching in this life, everything is a problem solving thing, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
Definitely. That's Silesh. You wanted to
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
something.
So like in the same thing, like you were saying, like you have been, into art and you have been doing this. So I wanted to ask, like you said, like we no need the tool is not important. Even our sirs said the same thing when we were taught designing and art and everything.
Yep.
That tool never matters.
Two
So
supports.
so what happens is like when we are trying to, if we have some ideas and we have some concepts. So when we think to put it on the paper and we want to visualize and we want to do it in a real this thing, then all the technicalities come into this thing because we should be knowing some of the technical stuff too.
Yes.
So in that case, like how did you face, like in the beginning, how did you come up with these, like how to solve this thing, how did you solve these kind of things in
Yes,
the
I'll tell you.
beginning?
I'll tell you. The thing is, to pursue a job and to create to get the finished product, no, you should know the tools. Tool is important. Tool is not everything, but tool should support what you want to create. It's not like that I am so much creative, but if you cannot execute that with the tools, there is no point in the industry, right? Nobody will check your works, nobody will like your works. And get into the industry, every company is having their own pipelines, and you have to get fit into that also. Tools,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but the thing is, one software can be learned easily in 7 days if you really
True,
dedicated to that. Okay,
true.
but the creative thing you will not get in 7 days. That is your life journey. Okay, both are important, but if you are only technical, then and very much disciplined in your life and very nice tools, everything, obviously you will pursue your career throughout the life. But if you are a technical plus you are a creative guy, you'll become a legend. Understood? That is the main difference. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Cool.
That's completely my personal feeling. Okay.
So and also like on the same, it's a good thing, but also like when you were doing this with your students for the first time, like how did you like manage and coordinate with them, like in the beginning? So like they were like, I know everyone would be have been excited about doing this kind of a project because we were also excited when we did a movie with our sir. So like how did you like take them or carry them with you with your ideas, and because they don't know anything, so how did
Exactly,
you help
exactly.
them out in
Yes.
executing that actually, because that's a very big task when it comes to you
Very
have
big task.
to
Yes.
direct every one of them because they don't know how to do things. So
Yes.
how did you face, like how did you know come up with a solution for this kind of a big
Yes,
problem actually?
I'll tell that. Basically, I'll tell the movie got the click right now. Different set of students started, different set of students finished. Okay, they are not the same people who started, and those people finished. They are not the people from the starting. That means you are the only one person, or I was the only one person who was the mediator among this both the teams. Number one. Number two, as a leader, whenever you are taking some leadership, first thing is you need to create a connection with the students. Okay. In that case, if you are a student, you need to create the connection. Yeah, if you are a faculty, you need to create a connection with the students. If you are a student, you need to trust that connection with the teacher. You are the driver of the seat. Whatever you are visualizing, if you are creating a movie, mean in your mind you have seen that movie more than 1,000 times. You need to just execute it, and for that, the best leadership qualities, you have to channelize your thought to the students with your connection power. The first, bonding is very important, and all of together you have to work together. Like, it should not be like a teacher student thing, it should be like you all are creating together. Okay, the leader who is helping, that will experience from than others. So basically is the bonding, and they should trust you. If you tell something wrong also, they should believe you. I know the faculty will not tell wrong thing, but if you are telling, but that much confidence you should have. Whatever you will tell, they should trust you, and whatever you are telling, they should do this. If they believe in you, and if you believe in yourself, then it will be done, nothing else.
Awesome, so like really it was great actually. Like, but while doing this, after like your award was selected for the Dadabhai Phalke Award, and
Yes.
how did you like feel that situation? Because like it's a very big honor to get that award actually. It's one of the biggest awards in the Indian this thing. So like, how was your reaction when you got selected to this? I know it will be a very awesome thing, but did you ever expect that film will be going to that extent?
Yes, I'll tell you one thing, because I think when it got Dada Saif Phalke award, I was happy, but my family members was happy more than me, because sometimes no, I was not satisfied with the film, because I know I could have done better. Okay, because somehow, but always I was thinking that Dada Saif Phalke, it got okay, fine. Might be other film was not that much good, that's why it got. Always had this feeling, but I could have done better. But it was excited. It was helped me a lot in my career also. But it was fine. It was really great to have that award. Okay, and
Okay,
after that interviews, everything, that was secondary thing, but um, it was good feeling. I was not so much excited after getting that, because I thought that's that's not my life motto actually, to get the Dada Saif Phalke award. That is a part of life, and after that there are lots to do. Let's see in future what happens.
sure, sure. And are you interested in getting into the the mainstream films also as a director, not only the animation part, but also into this mainstream also, like the this thing, any course you have, you want to get into those also?
Look, I have worked for the mainstream also, but in the visual designing. Okay,
Okay,
how,
okay.
how the look should come and everything, because uh, I am very much interested in the, I will visualize the thing, people will work on that. Okay, because as a director, I never thought to go as a mainstream film, but I always had a dream for the mainstream film also. I'll be creating very important shots. Okay, huh. Uh, the thing is very important shots. Okay, with my visualization, lighting, and everything, we'll try to make it.
Okay, so cool, sir. And like, see, people who want to become directors, like, or maybe getting into film industry, or maybe animators or something. So
Mm-hmm.
they find it, they find it difficult to get into those streams actually. Like it may
Mm-hmm.
be many of the students who want to like seeing after these movies, wow, how this made, how that is made. So many of
Mm-hmm.
them think like, yes, we'll do this. So when they learn everything and when they get into a position and they when they want to enter this stream, they don't find any support, or maybe not support in the sense of family support or that sir, but it's in a professional support. So we have to find a lot of connections and all. So how did you find any connections, or like can you suggest anything to how to build our connections to get into direction or into this industry?
Look, create your own work, put in your blogs, put it everywhere, show people, automate, keep working, somebody will find it out. Okay, because
Okay, okay.
the connection, everything, no, end of the day, if you connect with lots of people in LinkedIn and everywhere also, maximum if you connect, they will tell okay, just show your profile or something like that. Okay, because after that if they submit their profile whatever, from there only it will be selected. Okay, there are lots of people, even I per day I watch lots of show reels for selecting. Trust me, if somebody is providing 2 minutes 3 minutes, I don't watch, I don't have that much of time, I just check it for 10 20 seconds and I feel I should go ahead or not. Okay, so starting should be very much interesting. Put your best works, out of 5,000 works just put 10 works. Okay, something like that. And for connections, obviously connection is important sometimes, but if you are having your good works with you, otherwise no connection will work.
Cool, cool. Uh, by the way, Soumya, going back, actually, one of the things that you mentioned of how you've worked on something and you're like, it could have been better.
Yep.
So, syndrome, dude, how do you tackle it while you're working? Because while we are working on a project, we're like, okay, this could be better, this could be better. But when it's the time that you decide, okay, I need to stop here and actually finish this project.
Yes, because in two ways it happens. If you are working with the students also it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're working on some industry also, there also it happens. Because you should know your audience. Okay, you should know your audience, you should know what is the age group you are going to sell your product. Okay,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
so as per that, suppose example, in Byju's what I do actually, suppose we are creating something for 1 to 3, because
Mm-hmm.
you might be knowing we are tied up with Disney, and whatever I'm going to tell that is about from Disney also. The thing is, suppose you are working for 1 to 3, obviously I'll not try to create something what MPC is creating like Jungle Book. Okay,
Yep, yep.
if you are
Mm-hmm.
putting lots of details like all the fungus, all the small water, all the details, it will not
Mm-hmm.
register to those kids. Okay,
Yep,
and
yep.
you should know your audience where you are going to portray.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going for the international audience, for the I think you might have watched graphics films. Anybody watched the graphics films or VMO? There are lots of animation short movies are there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so in
Yep,
those
yep.
cases there are two ways. One thing where you are showing the your technicality, everything, which will help you to get the job,
Mm-hmm.
and another kind of movies where you just portray your mind. Doesn't matter which rule that is. In that case you might get award, but I am not sure that will help you to get job or not. Okay,
Okay, okay.
that is the thing, because there are lots of award winning people also coming to us,
Mm-hmm.
and they are joining, they have won lots of awards and all those things, but
Mm-hmm.
trust me, in a pipeline they are not able to perform. Okay, but they are very famous. Okay,
Uh-huh.
those things, so that's why you have to choose first of all that
Mm-hmm.
what exactly you want. If you are having lots of strong background monetary wise, if you want to create films, there is no rules, just learn any technique, After Effects, Maya, or doesn't matter which software you're working on. If you can afford that by license and whatever not, just create, don't worry about anything. And if you really want to get into the industry, maintain some dignity as per the industry and target the industry. Suppose you are working going for edutech, suppose you are working for gaming, target that industry, as per the best of that, start creating your portfolio. That's all.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is a good point actually. I mean, I don't know if anybody else was considering it. Now I have to because yeah, mostly for me at least, it's like just create what you want to create, not too much focused on the pipeline stuff. Okay, where would I fit in a particular area? That's not something I was looking into.
Yep.
But yeah, in a production, if you're going, I think for any studio, if you're aiming for, then you kind of have to do that, right?
Yes. If you are aiming, suppose someone is, suppose visual development, somebody is trying to, they love Pixar. Okay, they want to go for
Mm-hmm.
Pixar, suppose. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to work those kind of work more. If you, that kind of portfolio, if you're going for the ILM, obviously it might not get entertained. Okay,
Okay.
so okay, and suppose you want to create something like the Hollywood movies, and you are creating something like kindergarten's songs. Obviously, that
Mm-hmm.
portfolio also is not match that. So very wisely, you need to choose your industry, what you need to create, set a goal, and as per that, start creating a portfolio, whatever you want to create.
Mm-hmm. By the way, here there's a question that I had in mind. Let's say you want to create films. So, what
Mm-hmm.
should be the best approach here? To go in an established studio or something that's coming up right now, where you can get better and more responsibilities there?
You want to create your individual films, or you want to be a part of the great films?
Not be a part of great films, but create. So which should be the area you should be going for? Something that's really like a studio that's actually forming. They are looking for people, and it's like when it's a small group, you have a lot of responsibilities there. So should you go for that kind of a group, or should you go for an established studio? Like, which experience is best in this hierarchy?
Look, obviously it is a personal choice, but if some studio which is very startup level and creating an amazing work, if
Mm-hmm.
somebody is joining there, and I'm not going for the monetary thing, but if you
Mm-hmm.
they are working really good, it's a very good place to learn. And
Okay.
if you are going for a huge studio like MPC, Technicolor, this thing, already the
Mm-hmm.
job profile has been set.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
to you have to know a particular thing in a very good manner. Okay,
Yeah.
so you might be you are very good in pass creation or render process, whatever it is. You will be fit to that position. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
switchboard. One switch go out, another switch comes in.
Correct.
You cannot create a huge impact as an individual artist. Okay,
Hmm.
but as a group artist or all together, you can create a very good impact. Okay, but if you're going for the startup where people are less, you'll be you have to take more ownership and more responsibilities, and in that case there is always a way to learn more.
Yep. Yep. I
But
think.
end of the day it matters that they are paying you properly.
Yeah. That's also a thing there.
Yep.
Um.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
hello.
you had a
Yeah,
question.
good evening, sir.
Before that, I want to tell you, guys, am I boring you guys or it's fine?
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no. It's
it's
like
fine,
very
sir.
interesting, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Please continue.
We'll take as much of time as you can give us.
Definitely, I can give you. I am
Cool.
here.
Cool.
Good, good
Please
evening, sir.
continue. Good evening. Who's that?
So actually, I want to know
Sai.
when you start an animated film, when you from the pre-production to production, how the entire pipeline goes as your experience, how the entire pipeline you follow.
Yes, I'll tell you.
Yes.
So basically, no, you are talking about the in general pipeline or what I follow.
What you follow.
Okay. So, Sai, what I follow to create movies, no? First of all, I get a spark of idea. So, what Nodo movie I was talking about, no? I was going through a BMTC bus long back,
Okay.
and there is on a ticket. Backside of the ticket, I was creating some Ganesha. Okay.
Okay.
Just through the pen I was creating, and that Ganesha was looking like some Buddha kind of artist, some character.
Okay.
So it sparked me. I went back to home, I kept that ticket, and I tried to create some kind of character. Okay, what I followed for the first movie, what I did, and with that character, I started imagining this character can do what. So it was very weird ideas like a dream. Okay, when I got okay, there is a old guy. He cannot talk. Okay, he cannot sing, but he want to sing. Okay,
Okay.
so that was the I got the basic block. Okay, then I came out, I started writing script on that. Okay, script can be written in two ways. In sometimes there are some people who write first then draw, and in my cases on that time what I was doing, I was drawing first then writing. Okay, and I was trying to mix both of them, and I was creating that chemistry. So basically the process after that we created a huge script. After creating the script, we divided the shots in storyboards. Okay,
Okay.
and after storyboard, and trust me, when first movie I created, I didn't know about the visual development. Okay, I learned the visual development thing long back.
Okay.
Okay, and I am professionally trained from Mr. Goro Fuji on based on visual development, and there are some artists from DreamWorks. Okay, so uh, on that time I didn't know anything. So on that time, what I was trying to do, I had some pencil colors. Okay, you know
Yes. Yes. Sir.
the Faber Castell pencil colors.
Yes. Yes.
So
Right.
there are some shots I was drawing with that. Even I didn't know the pipeline kit happens, because later on I saw lots of things I did which is there on the industry. Because trust me, when I was student, but unfortunately lots of things I didn't get what I had to explore throughout my journey. So I was drawing those visualization thing very roughly 3-4 images. Then based on the storyboard, I started on the character design. There are lots of folks came, my students. I taught them how to do all those things. I did research from there. After that, character design goes separate way. model sheets, front views, side view, 3/4
Yes.
view, okay, and it going for the modeling. That is one side. And when I used to do for the 3D part, no, creating the 3D movie. In that case, after model sheet everything created, no, it gone
Yes.
for the modeling. And
Yes.
after the UV is done, one team started texturing on that, another team started rigging on that. When the rigging
Okay.
is done and texturing done, we can do the skin, and at the same time, simultaneously, these both are ready and character is ready. If there are more than one character, they will be created in the same way. And another separate team will be start creating on the backgrounds. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
backgrounds and network work is very important. If you are working with a team and some institute, the networking is very important. It makes your work faster when everything is done
Yes.
as per the storyboards, as per that. And sometimes it is very good to create animatics, because sometimes, if you don't create the animatics after creating the movie, you will feel, oh my god, what I have done, I never thought this movie would be like this.
Yes,
Because
sir.
yes, timeline is very important, because if you're going for some film festival, there are some restrictions. The movie has to be in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it is. So when everything is done, when the animation is done, okay, and we have to place the all the backgrounds, we have to import the characters, we have to animate.
Yes.
After animation is done, we go for lighting. When lighting is done, and we have to plan it out, because if you try to create everything in 3D, no, it will be a mess. It's not possible,
Okay.
because nowadays it's not possible. I'll tell the traditional method, and now what is the method going on now.
Okay.
So when the lighting is done, we take the pass out, it go for the compositing. One shot is happening, is going for the editing.
Okay.
Okay, and sometimes it's better to take the, if there is some voice in starting pre-production, only the voice quality. Okay,
Okay.
that was the very traditional method. But nowadays, no, nowadays if you are really working on 3D or something, the concept has been changed a lot. The way we were working on 2008 and the way we are working in 2001, that is totally 2021. Sorry, that is totally different. Now 3D, previously 3D was everything. If you do modeling, you can do anything like this, whatever it is. Nowadays, I think, like India team also, previously one set of batsman was there, one set of bowler was there, and nowadays in
Yes,
India
sir.
team, all rounders needed, right?
Yes,
So
sir. Yes.
industry is looking for more kind of all rounder things, because trust me, those company like Mel, Technicolor, when from Byju's we approach them the work, because we are the client of everyone.
Okay.
In India, we are have I think almost 65 to 70 studios working with us, because after having the 4,000 employee also in media only, which is having lots of employee, but in media near about 4,000 employee होने के बाद भी uh, we are looking for more artists for freelancing and more studios. Okay, so
Okay.
whenever we are approaching them, we want like this, and they actually know it's not possible this time, because they are thinking in traditional way. On that time, we are giving our new pipeline, whatever we have created, and trust me, those traditional studios adopt our new pipeline, and they have finished in
Okay.
time, and they given us the testimony that, wow, we never thought it can be done in this way. Understood? So
Oh,
world
yes,
is
sir.
changing. I will suggest you, if you are really interested in something like modeling, don't do only modeling. With that, keep some extra thing like sculpturing.
Yes.
Then sculpting, you do little bit of texture and do little bit of basic lighting. And it will be great if you are having the ability to create the drawing of the character. You can make it sculpt the character manually, traditional way. Then you can take the 360 turn of the camera. Then you create the model. That will create the more impact, because when you are putting your portfolio to some companies, no, they should understand to create that beautiful model how much effort you have put. Okay,
Okay.
so don't always think that you need to go with the very traditional way. If you
Okay.
are having the ability that you can create some path which is much more shorter, much more smarter, much more easier, industry will adopt your technique, trust me. Understood? So you
Yes.
have to think in a different way.
Yes, sir.
Am I able to clear
Yes.
whatever I'm
Yes.
trying to say?
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, sir.
And one question is,
Yeah.
so if any student who is a fresher who wanted to start 3D animation movie, so what few tips you will give to him? What are the tips you will give to him? Refer him.
Okay, so you want to create your animation movie throughout your
Yeah.
life.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
So
look,
any short film for to create.
fine. Look,
Yeah.
if you don't care about the money, that you
Okay.
don't know want money in starting career of 5 6 years,
Yes, sir.
then you start creating any of them. But I'll suggest get into the industry, see how it works, talk to people, learn from the environment, get 5 6 years of experience, then you decide you want to create a movie or not. If you want to create sidewise, you can exploring your movie thing. Okay, because
Okay.
you are you but look, passion is very good thing, but to create movies on to invest in the movies, you should have the money, right? So
Yes,
in
sir.
that case, and you should have the knowledge of the industry also a bit, which will help you to create that beautiful movie. So I will suggest you to get into the industry a bit, okay, and it will help you to grow faster. What you might crack in 5 years, if you're working in the industry, you might crack in 2 years. So I will suggest get into the industry first, and side by side you work on the movie. That's my personal opinion.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
Okay. Thank you.
yep.
Thanks.
Teja, you want to ask something? Anything?
Soumya sir, I have a small
Yeah.
doubt. So this is regarding your favorite field. So let's just say, like, if you are contributing to the Indian Animation Society or something like that. So what would be your favorite genre? Uh, like, for example, if you have an own studio of your own self, what kind of animation movies would you want to give it out? Like, it has to be only one genre, but with different kind of story. Let's say you want to do regional live action movies. Like, it has to be a special with a different style. Like, what would be your favorite genre, and how would you prepare it? Like, what? How would
Yes,
you prepare it?
yes. It's a nice question. So first of all, I'll tell you what I felt throughout my 15 years of journey. Indian people, audience, is not mentally fully prepared for the animation movies. Okay,
Yep.
that is the first thing.
True, true,
Okay, still they are feeling it's a kids movie.
Hmm.
Okay,
true.
as a
Cartoons, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
as a students of animation field, you guys as a pro of our field, that should be our first approach to change the mentality. Okay, so if I create the movie, the first of all, obviously I'll not create only for kids kind of thing. I'll create whatever I feel, and whatever I love fantasy. Okay, I love fantasy. The movies like Coco, movies like Ratatouille, okay,
Mm.
and this kind of movies like Frozen. So these are the movies I really like, fantasy. So whenever I create something, there is always little abstractness because I do my traditional painting in a very abstract way, and I feel because if I create the movie, if I'm having my own studios, because I will go for one studio creating movie on the time only because I have to think that I'll be running behind the business money or I'll be running behind the awards. Okay,
Okay.
if I go for the running a business as per my studio, obviously I'll not have a single freedom to work on. I have to work as per the industry, otherwise this business will not survive. And if I really create one movie or something, I should have a huge backup of money, and I should not care of anyone, and I'll go for this fantasy movie, but I know it's not gonna help monetary wise. Okay, so that's why if I want to really create movie, because me and my wife also started planning on some my next movie, we're working on that. So that personally I'll keep it, not starting a new studio. Okay,
Mhm.
personally 1 or 2% will be working in a family base. We love to create, that's all. Okay, not more than that.
Good.
Just a minute, guys. I want a small announcement. Guys, if anyone want to ask questions, you can just raise your hands.
Yes,
We'll pull
please.
you up. You can ask questions to Miss Soumya. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
So Soumya, you wanna ask? Teja, you wanna ask something else?
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, that's clear me. Thank you.
Soumya wanna ask some question. Sir Gauss Khan, sir, you wanna ask something, sir?
Anyone else?
Hey, doppelganger Soumya, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Soumya to Soumya.
Oh, hi, good evening, guys.
Sorry.
Soumya, this is Khan here. I'm the placement manager at Pistoons,
Hi Khan.
and it's good to see you back. In this kind of a forum, actually, which gives a lot of inputs for our students.
Thanks.
So, in fact, when I just displayed your event, this discussion on my status, one of your colleague and our ex alumni also wanted to join to discuss with you. I think she's also there, Soumya. I think she's I think in mute right now. Probably she'll also discuss. So my
Yeah.
question is like how important it is for a student to participate in all these kind of an activities. Basically, many of them would think that I want only video editing, I wanted only photography, I wanted only a couple of parts they will think of but then whereas they learn a subject like excuse me, diploma or a degree course, they learn majority of the subjects, and when they participate in these kind of an events, so they will learn a lot of things. So what suggestion would you give it to our students that how they should participate in these kind of events?
Definitely, definitely. The thing is very important actually, because when I started my career, no, I was doing those output everything what I told, but I was doing lots of things in animation. Okay, so I wanted to become an animator in DreamWorks. On that time, DreamWorks dedicated DDU was there, right, in Bangalore. So I wanted to work in DreamWorks. In my computer, I kept one small logo of DreamWorks. Okay, that is my dream and everything. I will do animator throughout my life. Okay, but once I attended the PJ Ganguly program, and that changed my life. 3 days program I attended, and whole night I was not able to sleep. कि oh my god, what I was thinking, मैं इतना सोचा, थोड़ा सा I thought, and this is huge. That means my knowledge was not there to explore. Okay, so this kind of forum, every program, everyone should attend. Why? Because might be 90% or 95% thing you might be knowing, but out of that 5% no, you might get a path. Okay, I'll say definitely not say you learn everything in this call, but you might get a path. Ki in this path, let's do some R&D. I got some new thing, visual development. Let's see what is this visual development. Might be that's you want in your mind somewhere what you never thought the particular term. So while exploring this thing, no, as per the some subject, whatever I'm talking about, or anybody is talking about, while exploring, you might get your right path, what you love actually. Okay. Throughout the life, I worked in 3D, but right now, I use 3D as my support. That's all. Okay. I never thought I'm gonna not work in 3D every day, but life changes. So in that case, no, attend this kind of program, attend this kind of forum, talk to the listen to the people, those who are very much successful in the industry. Definitely you'll get some terms which will help you to go ahead in your life, and might be you get right path, hota na, right guru mil gaya, or right kind of path you got, then you'll explore yourself. If you like the thing, you should attend.
Thanks for the insight,
Yep.
and the inputs, Soumya.
Yeah, goes.
So basically, the lighting as a department. So many of them, really don't take this, as a serious thing actually. So it was really nice to, listen from you that lighting is very, very important as an understanding actually. That was a really, a taking
Lighting is
point for
everything to
us.
me. Yeah, because I did lighting very normally, but lighting is everything to me. On paper I do, okay, on iPad I do, I Photoshop I do, but I do.
There's a huge, huge requirement for lighting artists, actually
Yes.
speaking, in the market, because many of the people will think only about modeling, texturing, those kind of, skill set. But lighting is something, it's always in the demand, actually speaking.
There is a reason. There is a reason for that, because everywhere aesthetics needed, and modeling will get thousands of people, lakhs of people. Okay, because trust me, guys. As per my knowledge, lighting artists and animators, these are the two areas, no, where more than tools are very less in these places. Okay, and more than tools, aesthetics overcomes that. Okay, where aesthetics more, on that time obviously you should learn from the nature more, and if you learn from the nature more, if you're a lighting artist and animator artist, obviously there is a good pay on that. Okay, because to become a lighting artist and animators, it's need your life dedication on that, otherwise you cannot learn. Modeling is very important, creating amazing sculpture character is very important, but But to me, I feel that animation and lighting, these are the two fields which needs more aesthetics. Modeling is needed, anatomy and all this thing. Props modeling, I'll say that is also very important, but most of the students they are towards very props modeling, but you'll be having lots of competitions also because everybody creates that. Okay, create something what people not able to get, then your importance comes, right?
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
So,
That's
Mohit, shall we take questions from Vaishali or Shad? Like anyone want to ask something?
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Sure. Go ahead.
so it was really great to have you. Uh,
Hi, yeah.
it Actually, your journey is really inspiring, and even I want to. I am an artist actually, and I want to, engage in a lot of other stuff also besides
Okay.
that. And I have already done storyboarding work for the previous short film of a college, and like I want to know, sir, ki, how I can like maintain a balance between the filmmaking and the art interest that I have. Like I want to make sure that both of these things like they go hand in hand, and I can yes, sir.
I understood. And you want to work in the industry also. At the same time, you want to go ahead with your creativity, film creation, right?
Yes, sir.
Then choose a particular subject. Don't dig your head to everything. And particular subject, painting related, what you like. Suppose you are working on the concept arts or visualization, which is related to your, it will help your film also or animation also, whatever. Particular one thing you choose it, do it nicely, get a job on that, pursue a job. After that, obviously, if you want to create your films, you have to you should put some extra effort, extra time, okay, and obviously taking care of your health. So you have to study side by side. It's not like a whole day I'm working in office, after that I'll relax, not like that. You have to keep
Yes.
studying, you have to read different directors, you have to watch lots of movies, you have to watch lots of movies, not like only the hit movies, normal movies, animation movies, documentary movies, everything you have to watch. Automatically it will create instinct in you. I forgot to tell you one thing. From my childhood, no, I used to watch lots of movies, and one movie several times. Okay, and my mom used to scold me, why you are watching one movie several times. Okay, but I used to love. I used to love movie. You have to love movies, and whatever you're learning, you have to try to implement. If you're a traditional artist, try to create the background. Suppose you are creating a movie, try to create the, okay, in that movie, in Maya, suppose you are creating on 3D creating or clay you are creating, try to create the background very green, try to put your imaginary traditional stuff there and mix it, create a mixed media. Okay, just it's like a poem. Your painting is like a poem that both technology and traditional you can mix, you can create a new idea. It's not like it has to be something other people what he did. No, create a new thing. In that case, you can pursue your film thing, whatever you like, and one side you continue your career, and try to make it some subject. Try to choose some subject which will help you in your film also, and if you create the film also, that will help you in your industry also. So it can balance like that.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Hi, Soumya.
Hi.
Shad, you have any questions to ask?
Yes, sir, I do have.
Yeah,
Firstly,
sure.
hello, Soma, sir.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Shad.
Hope y'all are doing good this fine evening. Sir, so my question is, what advice would you give to someone who is, let's say, in their early 20s or early teens, when it comes to making big decisions and dealing with dilemmas in general? Like, how do you get better at decision making?
Yeah.
No
So in
worries,
that
no
case,
worries.
my first suggestion to the people around 20 is, you will never get back this time. Okay. So utilize the whole time. Okay. Just dedicated yourself totally. I wish I would have time like that. I would explore myself, because when I know this many things now, I don't have time. When I had time, I didn't know anything. Okay, so that's the reason. This is the time. You got YouTube, all the other internet is huge now. Staff with this, all those things, courses and everything. Even your faculties are there. So all together, just get into that. You'll get path automatically. Okay, because if you are working for 5 hours and 10 hours, you're thinking what in my career will happen. Nothing will happen. Spend 10 hours there and don't think you'll get your path. Just be disciplined in your life. uh, just dedicate to your work, be honest to your work, be honest to yourself. Everything will be automatically happen. Okay, you have to be honest with yourself, that's all, nothing else.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That was great advice.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Hi,
Raghav, sir, do you
Soumya.
have any questions, sir? Oh, Soumya, you want to ask something? Sure, sure, go on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sure, sir.
I
Anyone
have.
can ask the question, sir.
Hi Raghav.
Okay. I'm very sorry. My mic was sudden. I don't know how it happened. Hi, Soumya. This is Raghav. Hope
Hi
you
Raghav.
remember me.
Yeah,
Me,
yeah, yeah.
Chiran, you, we are working
Yeah,
together.
definitely. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, how are you?
Yes. Hi. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm fine. Doing great.
Yes.
Okay. So I have one
Yeah,
small question.
Raghav is a wonderful artist.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
I have seen
Sir,
his
sir
work.
is
He's an
like
amazing
really
artist.
he is actually.
Yes, he's a wonderful artist. I have seen his works. Yeah, Raghav,
Okay.
please.
Thank you. So my question is, Soumya, so when you are working on anything, so any
Yes.
concept or any movies or anything when you are working, especially in this creative field, everybody will
Yes.
have in one point is a creative block, right? So how
Yes.
you will
Yes.
tackle this creative block? Because everybody will have their own way of tackling this. So please
Yes.
give a suggestion for our students.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
how you will tackle this situation?
This is the one of the important question, and you'll get this question when you work too much. Okay, otherwise you'll not get this question. Okay, so thanks for lifting up this question, Raghav. The main
Yes,
thing is,
thank you.
guys, if you're working in something a continuously long time, you'll get, it's something like uh, your creation is a everyday life. Suppose you are an artist, mean everyday life you are creating something. So suppose you just think that everyday life you are doing your office, job, home, responsibilities, everything. No, what you do? Sometimes you go for a tour, right? You are going to Uti, you are going to Goa, you are going to somewhere. You are taking a break, right? If you are facing that you are creatively blocked, what helped me, because it happened to me not one time, several times. Okay, first thing, try to make yourself relax. Leave everything for a few days, 6 7 days, if it's possible 1 month also, leave it,
Soumya,
forget
sorry
about
to
that.
disturb. Your voice is a little low.
Am I audible properly now? Hello?
To me, you are. You're
Yeah,
pretty
audible,
very
audible,
low.
Soumya. You're
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So my personal suggestion is leave everything. Okay, just take a break, enjoy movies, enjoy with the family, enjoy books, whatever you want to do, you do. And whatever you don't do throughout the life, throughout the everyday life, you do. Within 7 days, 8 days, you'll become bored because you are an artist. On that time, you will feel, let's create something. Yeah, I'm just getting bored with normal life. You start creating one thing. On that time, you spend time on that 1 or 2 days, nights. You'll get automatically it is back. I feel that personally.
Thank you, sir. That was great.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you,
That's
Soumya.
a good
Yeah.
move. That's a good move.
Sir,
Yes.
we'll
And
be taking.
so, guys,
Yes,
one
sir.
more
Yes, sir.
thing,
Yes, sir. Go on,
guys.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said when you got a creative block, not when you got a projects. Don't
Yes,
leave it
sir.
for two
Yes,
three
sir.
days. No.
No, no. If you are
Yes, sir.
Okay.
if you are working on projects, no, you have to be very much professional in that. Okay, okay. So what professionalism is? If you are having creative block in the middle of the project, no, you have to work that in a very professional manner. Your creative block should not affect because you are technically strong in that. Okay, because creative block is dangerous when you're creating something really creative. Okay, because creative things happen when you're writing the story, when you're making the visualization, but throughout the execution of that creativity, you no need of any creativity there, you need technicality. On that time, if creative blocks comes also, it should not suffer the project.
That's
True.
that's a good point.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Soumya.
Yep.
Yes, Soumya.
Sir, we'll be taking one last question because it's been like a long time of a long discussion.
Yes, I think
So,
so.
Oh,
guys,
it's
one last
8:45 already.
question.
Yep.
Hi, Soumya. Soumya here.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah. Go on,
Soumya.
Soumya. Yeah,
Remember
Soumya.
me from Surya Sister Dream.
Yeah. Oh, in
From Surya
Surya's you were
Sister
there,
Dream.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're Soumya. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Soumya. I hope you're great.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes.
Like some people get a long break in career.
Like example for me only, I got married and got long break in my career. So how I can pick up my career? Like sitting
Okay.
in home only, how I can pick up my career?
Okay.
Because
So
I have
I
a lot
yeah.
of experience in different industries. I worked in NPC, I worked in Byju's. Again, I worked as a graphic designer. Every knowledge I have, but I'm confused like which one I should pick up.
What you love to do? Tell me.
I love to do in film stuffs only, but I can't do it alone. I should go for a team only.
Why?
Left
Why?
of that, I love to do graphic designs only.
No, no. You want to be a part of a great film, or you want to create your individual film?
Great part of a film itself.
Okay. So that means you are feeling you are out of touch, right?
Yeah.
So do one thing, Soumya. I know you are having all the knowledge. You had experience in the industry also. After that, you took a long break for 4, 5 months, 6 months. No, start thinking like a student. Give yourself assignments, and just while working on the assignments, no, 100% you're going to stuck. But due to your already
Yes.
having experience, you know the path, which term exactly search in YouTube or in some sites. Okay, then
Okay.
just start behaving like a student. Okay, forget about your professional whatever, but that will help you. Trust me. Then you
Okay.
start creating small objects. Create a small model and create some small background and try to texture that, try to light that, and try to make it interesting with the light, everything that you love it. Because if you love your first creation, no, uh, it will
Okay.
motivate you to create your second one. Okay, and
Yeah.
then when second one will come, no, so for 4, 5 months, no, your previous experience will help you only in the knowledge. After 4, 5 months, you'll get back all your knowledge, whatever you had, because you are basically refreshing your work. Okay, and after that, you'll be too much of confidence. Start putting works in your blogs that people start watching your works. They will start feeling, wow, nice work. This kind of thing will inspire you to get into the industry again. And when you'll get back your old power, okay, because this is a very common thing. It happens to all the warriors in the life, even the Rocky Balboa, everywhere, Balboa. Everybody is strength, but in the sometimes of the life, what you told, no, what Raghav told, the creative block, these things comes, but you have to overcome. As a human, we are very lazy. Basically, we are very lazy kind of
Yeah, I
life
try
we are
to
having.
work two
Okay,
to three times. I
yes.
sit on work and again I get confused what to work
No, no,
and I
no need to
get
call me. You
stuck
just
in
pick up
tools and
something
again I
from
go back and I shift to again one more steps. Like
Soumya.
that is
Don't
happening.
worry. Pick up something from Pinterest. Try to replicate that.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 4 works you do. After that, you start creating. It will come automatically. No worries. This is already you are some few steps ahead from lots of people. Okay, so if you pick up something from your Pinterest, try to replicate that. You will do great. And guys, another one important thing to everyone. There is a tendency inside student, because I have dealt with lots of students. They create some model up to 80%, and after that they feel when the main thing comes, no, the detail thing and everything, let's start another one. They start another one, that will stop again 80%, again third one. Nothing is good. Spend 100% in one time. Let it be a 1 month time to create that, no. In 20%, whatever you learn, no, all model you'll get 100%, 100%, 100%. You'll get a very good quality. So don't leave some work in between and start a new one. Try to finish that. That's all.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
the
much, sir.
suggestions, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So, thank you, sir, for coming today. But we are gonna have to close this session because we have taken a lot of time of yours. Like it's been a very long session and a very great session and a very informative session too. So,
Thank you.
thank you all of you guys who have come here for with the beautiful questions. Also, thank you one and all. Thank you, Raghav sir, Gauskan sir, for coming and asking some very good questions for us. Also, uh, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shailesh. Thanks a lot. It has been great that to be with you, all of you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hope all of you are safe and be safe. Stay home, guys. Uh, Thank you, sir, once again. Thank you, Soumya, sir. It's a great thing for you being here. It was a great learning from you. Hope
Thanks,
we'll be
thanks. It's
meeting
an honor.
again with another session from you, like maybe a informative session or like a workshop kind of a thing for our
Definitely,
students
I'd love to.
also. Because there are a lot of animators in our college who are like interested in getting into animation stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, sir.
whatever term I told, each and everything having the vast session.
No, no, sir. Like it's not like that, sir. But yeah, it was a great thing. Like we have learned a lot from you, actually.
Thank you.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for coming, sir. Have a nice day. Have a great day, sir. Thank you, sir, Raghav sir and Gauskan sir for coming today. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Teja. Thank you, Soumya.
Thank you all.
Hope
Bye
everyone
bye.
are safe. Stay safe. Stay home and stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, we
Thank you.
couldn't hear. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Gauskan sir, yes, sir. You're saying
Yeah.
something, sir.
I'm just telling thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye, bye, sir. Good night, sir. Have a nice day. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Teja. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Bye, bye, guys.
night, everyone. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye, bye, bye.